Welcome to Chemical Guy's Detail Garage. Today, I'm super excited to introduce the brand new TORQ 15DA. Now this is our newest installment to the TORQ line. Now let's go over a few of the key points that make this machine so great. Starting off, obviously it has a 15mm throw, which is the intermediate between the 8 and the 21. So it gives you guys a range of vehicles that you can polish, and also it makes it a lot easier to cut through corners and edges such as this vehicle here. Now here you have a 5-inch backing plate. This machine is capable of a 5 and a 6, but the 5, what we found, is a lot easier and more universal for polishing modern paint. And you see it has this hook and loop style backing plate that has all these holes in there. These holes help ventilate the pad, so one, it's reducing heat, which saves the paint, and it's also going to save your pad. Now it also has this spacing here, which reduces any kind of drag on the backing plate to save the backing plate life. You see that has all these vents here to help cool the motor, which is also a 900 watt motor, so you have more power, but it's also more balanced, so it's not going to be wearing on you, not wearing on your eardrums, but it's just a very smooth, balanced machine. On the top here, it has a rubberized grip, so you're not getting any kind of fatigue on your fingertips. Triggerless design for less fatigue as you're polishing on longer polishing jobs. And then when you flip it over here, you see you have this large LED screen. This is going to accurately depict the OPM and the speed of the machine, so that when you're working with a partner, you guys can set the exact same speed and get consistent results over the entire vehicle. And also it helps you to kind of gauge what you're working with, so if you need a higher speed, you can bump it up or slow it down, and it's all right here at your fingertips. Now, what we're going to do today is show you how to polish with this machine and how easy it is to work around corners, beveled edges, and also these large flares that we have on this Porsche. And we're going to attach a 5-inch white Hexlogic Quantum pad, which also has a hook and loop back. Simply center it so that you're not getting any kind of excess vibration. And then using our Slick Finish Cleaner Wax, this is a mild abrasive which helps cut down minor scratches and swirls, light oxidation, but it's going to be leaving behind a fine layer of carnauba, which enhances shine, specifically on a car like this which has a bright white finish. A lot of you guys know it's kind of hard to enhance white, so this is going to really make it pop. We'll add just a few dots to our pad, about the size of 1 hex. Then we'll also add some of the pad conditioner, which helps to moisten the pad, and this is going to reduce any kind of friction. It prevents any kind of dusting, but also this is going to help the chemical do its job and thoroughly break down over the surface. So all you have to do is blotch it out, and then on the lowest speed setting or on speed setting 1, you're going to spread it out in the section you're working in, about a 2 foot by 2 foot section. And then on the highest speed setting, that's when you're going to do your polishing. Now what you want to do is make sure that the machine is completely flat. Even on curved edges, you want to get it as flat as possible, and you want to make sure that it's perpendicular to the vehicle. What I like to do is I keep my thumb just about here under the analog screen, so that you're not putting pressure to one side or the other, but just simply keeping it nice and straight. And then you kind of have to gauge yourself with this using your top hand. This is going to help control it and also keep it nice and flat. So let's get to it. Now before we get started, you're going to see that this machine doesn't bog down like a typical DA would. This has a lot of power, so it's going to help push through any of the scratches and swirls in these hard to reach areas, or areas that are kind of contoured that normal DAs will kind of stall or back off on. So this is going to help save you time, a lot of effort, and it's going to give you consistent results every time. And there you have it. You see the TORQ 15 easily and thoroughly breaks down any kind of polish. This way you have less time spent on polishing, more time focusing on the rest of the vehicle. And also, whenever you shut the machine off, it goes back down to 0, so it doesn't matter what speed you're in. Say you unplug it or you have to stop immediately, you simply shut it off and it goes right back down to 0. And that's a safety feature to make sure it doesn't kick or throw back on you, but this is going to help you safely polish any size vehicle, any shape vehicle, whether it's a motorcycle, car, truck, RV, boat. This is one of the perfect machines to get in any kind of intricate area. Now what we're going to do is take a clean microfiber towel and buff off the spent polish. Now after buffing it off, you can check your work to make sure you've removed all the scratches and swirls, any kind of oxidation, and restored a mirror shine. And this vehicle can now be coated. It can be glazed, sealed, or waxed to help lock in the shine, but most importantly, repel any kind of UV rays or harsh elements. Now, if you're new to polishing, there's a few steps you need to take before you actually polish, and that's obviously to wash the vehicle, clay it to remove any kind of embedded contaminants, and then you can use a surface prep like wipeout to remove any kind of remaining oils so that you can get the perfect results while you're polishing. Now you can check out all of these products, including the brand new TORQ 15DA, on our website, chemicalguys.com, or at your local detail garage. If you like this video or this car, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below on things you want to see or any kind of questions, and we'll see you guys next time right here in the Detail Garage.